Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I know I haven't done a video in a while. I'm really busy. Probably gonna not be doing a video a day until I get a bunch of this stuff taken care of. But I'm gonna squeak one in today. And I got a handful of rocks here. I don't know, maybe a dozen or so, maybe more. About a dozen and a half, so like 18 stones. All of these are really small, no real windows or anything, so I'm not really gonna go through these. They're just little ones. Just gonna cut them in half, and I'll bring back the results and we'll go through them. So yeah, I'll forgot to say where these were from. These are Gila Bend Mountain Range area stones, found just outside of Phoenix, Arizona. All right, I'll be right back with the results on these cut stones and we'll go through them. All right, back from the saw, let's go through the results. Start with this little one. And these are typically quartz, and this one was. Not a lot of banding, but a little bit on the edge. Same with this one, typical band or typical quartz. You can tell by the skin translucency. But yeah, I mean, these are showing at least a little bit of banding on the outside edge. That one's cool. It's got banding and then a little bit of water line or water level banding. Cool. Whoop. I'm trying not to make a mess here. All right. Another quartz. All right. Well, a lot of these little white ones are just going to be quartz. That one's at least got a little bit of a floater going on in it. Cool looking. All right, this one's got a little more banding on it, especially this side. So let's look at that side real quick. Yeah, if that was solid banded like that, that would be really good. I think as you get closer to that thicker side, I think it's gonna get more and more banding. All right, and yet a little more banding. Looks like the banding goes all the way around on this one. Very translucent though. Nice looking stone. All right, going through these pretty quick because I have so many of them. Don't want to make the video too long. All right. Ooh, that's different. So it's got some really good shadow banding, quartz, shadow banding, quartz, shadow banding. I like the way that layered out, especially this side. This side, it's hard to see, not a lot of contrast, but you can see that banding, especially in the top. Got a little bit of parallax into it. So you can see it a little better on this side. Nice. Okay. All right. Well, this one was at least interesting. It is quartz mostly, but it's got some tubes coming down here, and if you look closely in the quartz, see those black saginite sprays. I don't know what mineral that is. those are cool looking. I don't know, that might be tourmaline, I'm not sure. All right, well, that one turned out interesting for a little stone. Neat. All right. Ooh. All right, well, that one's got a lot going on. It does have some quartz in the center. But if you look on this side, you can see a little floater in that. Wow, that's a weird banded pattern. You look at the top here, you got the little snowflakes with platelets in the banding. That's nice. A little more contrast in this one, although it is pretty translucent. That is a good stone. I like that one. Okay. All right, well, after cutting this one, I don't think this is from the same area. I'm not really sure where I picked this one up from. This is a geode, you can hear it. And yeah, it's like a rhyolite bubble with some chalcedony in the center. So I'm not exactly sure where that came from. But it is cool looking. I like that. I bet it'll polish up nicely too. All right. A few more to go through here. All right. Well, got a solid banded agate on this side. Not a huge amount of contrast in the middle. It's got that nice contrasting band on the outside though, I like that. Right in the center you can see a little bit of shadow banding. All right, nice stone. Very cool. Okay. All right, for whatever reason I tried cutting this one long ways. A little bit of it broke off on the end. Let's get it wet. But it had a really cool pattern in it. I can see why it broke off. There is a fracture down on that end, but the main pattern is above the fracture. Very cool looking. I like that pattern. All right. Okay. All right, well, this one I cut, it looks like right on a fracture. You can still see a little bit on this side. If I polish that up, that might come out. But this side's really nice looking, no fracture, better color. That'll look good polished. All right. Boom. All right, perfect banded pattern. It's a very translucent stone, but it's got some good contrast in it. And what's weird is there's this dark inclusion on that side, not on this side, just on that one side. And if you look deep down in there, you can see another inclusion. All right, it gives it some character. It's pretty cool looking. Okay, just a few left. All right, cut this one through the thick part. And, all right, good pattern. Nice contrast, a little bit of quartz down here. But shadow banding galore in this one. That black's just from the, it's a little bit of paint off the saw blade. All right, so this one was peeling a little on the outside. Other than that, this one's perfect. No fractures or anything. That'll look good polished. Okay. Trying to counterbalance this so it quits moving. Alright. Ooh, alright. More shadow banding. Especially right in here. I hope that's showing up on the camera. Good contrast in the bands on that one. And then this side's nice too. Look at the shadow banding on the bottom. Very, very cool. That is a nice stone. Good cut. All right, 3 left. All right. Wow, more shadow banding. Oh, this one's got some really good shadow banding. And I love that gray color. Kind of a gray blue. Wow, that is really nice parallax effect. This side's just as good. All right, yeah, definitely polishing that up. It did chip a little on the bottom, but if I dome this, I can clean most of that up. All right, very nice. 2 left. 2 left. Okay. This one, it's got some color. It's got a little bit of moss or something with some pitting in it at the bottom. But look at the color and the pattern. That is super nice. Definitely polishing that one up. It's got a little shadow banding going on in it too. Yeah, it looks about perfect. I don't see any fractures. Nice. That's good stone. All right, last one up. This was like the biggest of the bunch. And again, I just cut it through the thick part. Hoping for the bands. And I got them. That is a killer stone. Look at the banding on that. That's a galaxy if I ever saw one. Wow. This is mostly from the saw blade. I can clean that up when I polish this one. I will polish this. That is super good. Wow, all right, well, it's a good stone to end the video on. All right, well, thank everybody for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.